So in this video, we're going to cover maintaining accreditation, or pretty much what you should do once you're accredited. So after the fanfare dies down of your award ceremony and becoming accredited, as an accreditation manager, you'll breathe a sigh of relief, but then you'll get right back on the bike and start pedaling. Because what you've done for the previous year is build that bike and then got on it and started pedaling. So it's important to keep everything in motion and going forward. But part of the fanfare will be adding the iLeap logo to your stationery website. You can even order stickers from a vendor, and we'll provide the information for that either on the website or at the end of this video. And what we'd like to do is really capitalize on the professionalism that you've brought to the agency. I'll also provide Tier 1 and Tier 2 proof tracking lists. This is a good document to keep track of what proofs that you need if you're using the paper file method. Essentially, it's an Excel spreadsheet that shows you where and when you need to drop proofs in your files if you're maintaining paper files. Similarly, if you have Power DMS, you'll set up your Power DMS accreditation suite to remind you and others in your team when certain proofs are needed. Power DMS is far and away an easy module to use and to remind you. I use it for Macomb Police Department, and I call it my little robot that works in the background because it tells me when I need certain proofs to populate my files. It's a lot easier than trying to reference a list or reference a document of when I might need these things. And remember, it's important to keep in mind that accreditation is not a crash diet. It's not a thing where we hammer down and work out and then reach a goal and then we abandon what we've done. It's staying committed to that professional way of doing business. What we need February each year is annual report. This is a 2-page document. It's found in the Illinois Chief's website. It's very simple. It covers if there's been any changes in leadership, whether accreditation manager or chief. It also covers if there's any new activity like pursuits, use of force, lawsuits, grievances, different things like that, that just kind of help us keep track of how your department's faring now that it's accredited. And that's due every February. And then there's also some administrative costs, like your $400 or $800 per year will be due, I believe, in the end of January. But the important part about maintaining accreditation is keeping your files populated with proofs so that when it becomes time to become reaccredited, you don't have to scurry and try to hunt down proofs that happened maybe a year or 2 years ago, or worse, 4 years ago, and try to populate those files. And I will always be available to answer questions, especially when there is a change of accreditation manager, because what I found is through accreditation you become a policy expert and your career tends to skyrocket. So you will most likely become needed by others, and maybe accreditation gets handed down to somebody else. That's perfect. Reach out to me. I usually teach workshops at the Illinois Chiefs Conference as well as the Expo, the Midwest Police Security Expo. I teach workshops then, and so they're free. By all means, invite your new accreditation manager to that and welcome them into the fold. Thank you.